Just don't be a chode today. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Rob. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. This is a live news commentary. I call it newsmentary. Holy shnikes, folks. I have been working night, day, night. My phone cannot handle the video editing anymore. The thing is almost crashed. It took me days longer than I'd like to admit to edit this video. It's not, there were things I wanted to refilm and put in this video that I'm trying to release. And I just couldn't do it because my phone cannot handle editing a 24-minute video, almost 24-minute video. Literally, my phone would crash, or the video editing app that I use would freeze, and I couldn't do the edits. So it's not the caliber I want, but it's what I can manage doing a almost 25-minute video edit on an iPhone. And I like it. I really like this video I'm about to release. So if you can hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, I'm praying that I can get it through the system with no restrictions tonight and get this video released. I think it's important for everybody to see. It's about, I put on the thumbnail, hard times create easy grifts. It's a thing I say in the video, and I give Joe Rogan the okay to make that into a t-shirt. He loves that hard times create weak men saying, and my saying is hard times create easy grifts. So this is a heads up on the grifters out there. What's up, Solus? Still editing. Kathy Capucci, what's up? Not my usual listen, I'm no joke. I've been working over 13 hours editing a video today. No joke. No joke. In the midst of stuff with the kids, wife, kittens, all this stuff, I'm just nonstop. I have a migraine from editing so much. Yeah, Solus, you're still editing. I'm editing on an iPhone though, and an iPhone that is not capable of handling this. That's why, listen, if you could hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, I would really love to start bringing in some kind of money on this YouTube channel so I could reinvest into the proper equipment. You'll see in the video, I record with the microphone. My brother gifted me that. Big shout out to my little bro. Thank you so much. He's gotten me so much cool equipment. But editing is absolutely insane. It is so insane. Because if you don't have a proper computer setup and all this stuff to do the editing, you can't do it at the caliber. I would have loved to put in more funny edits, but you'll see, I think I was rewatching the video, and it takes 25 minutes to rewatch it. And there's one part where I think the audio cut out, and I can't even go back and re-edit it. I just can't mess with it. Rid. Looks like I've met you in Indonesia. I wish I've been to Indonesia. Sorry. I feel like I'm going crazy right now. I'm very sorry. You're catching me at a weird time. I don't know what's going on in the news. I haven't read or seen the news in probably 2 days. I've been editing this video since last Friday. I spent probably 13 hours today editing. No, what time is it? Oh my God, no, I probably spent 14 hours editing today. So I feel like, I'm at my peak's end. I don't even think I've eaten today. That's probably why I don't feel good. I don't think I've eaten. I know I drank a bunch of iced tea earlier, but I've just been nonstop trying to get stuff. And I'm not even done. I had to run out too to do stuff. I waited till now to run out and grab things. I gotta go get some. Yeah, I'm going. That's why I had to come out to the store. I had to do it before they closed because I had to get some food. I got paid today, so I can finally get some food. So anyways, yeah, hit subscribe and notification bell. This is not the normal live stream. Usually I have some kind of news story to bring to you, but I don't have much to talk about besides this video that I'm ready to release. And it's been, I don't think I've released a recorded video long form, not a short, since maybe last March. Last March, I know, is when I was doing live streams with another guy that I met through YouTube, and it's just really tough. My schedule is always crazy. And he had to take a break from doing the live streams, and it was last March where I said, I'm gonna do a live stream every single weekday, and I'm gonna see where that brings me, because I just want to dedicate myself to it. I'm still working another job, this is just my love. So it's been over a year that I've been doing live streams every single day. And I gotta say, the channel's definitely grown. I got an amazing community. Kathy, Solus, we have a Discord. Oh shoot, I didn't put the link in the description. I put nothing in the description. Yeah, Solus, you've been editing all day too. No, it is not even close to bedtime, Kathy. Bandito, what's up? It's been over a year. Yeah, it's been over a year, Bandito. Isn't that crazy? But I really this was the thing. I said, if I can do a live stream every single weekday, talk about news, bring some commentary, hopefully bring some awareness, build a community. Really, I want to get people into a community where we understand the real enemy is the wealthy. That's the only minority that threatens us, is the wealthy, and how every single news story, I just wanted to shatter some people's perceptions of what America is, because you grow up and you learn this stupid-ish, like, don't talk about politics or religion, or don't share your salary, and all this stuff that older people have been taught, because, in the 50s, corporatism was law, even it is now. And I really wanted to teach people that everything is politics, and these are old things, but they're just not well circulated. So I wanted to find my little corner and help spread that news, and hopefully I could share some new stuff with you. But that's the work, and I wanted to see if I could do that while also trying to just make fun of shit and have fun and do random things. Random! I say that in the video and I love it. I made myself laugh because I said random. But I said, if I could do this and the channel like grows, then I'll stick with it. And I said, if nothing happens and I'm floundering away, I said, then you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be doing it. But to be honest, it's like, I just love doing this. It's fucking fun. What other time? Listen, I worked in radio for 20 years, right? And radio is now private equity. So if you don't do politics, politics will do you. Correct, Bandito. But when I was working at radio, it was like there was you couldn't live stream on your phone. That was not a thing. So the fact that this is a thing and we could reach out and be across the world or wherever, and people are doing things, we can come together and connect, is just, I don't know. Maybe I'm old, but I think it's cool. Especially when you're trying to use that force for good to, like, get people out of their shell. And that's the coolest thing about this, is we speak to people in Paris, Egypt, Canada, Germany. I'm trying to think where else. Croatia. I think it's Zach in Croatia. There's a dude in Sweden. There's people everywhere. And that's really, a phenomenal thing, because the more you can learn about other places, that's how America was built. Thomas Jefferson and Ben Franklin were out in France getting ideas for democracy. They should have been getting ideas about how to really revolution, but it's how we progress, sharing ideas. That's why we're human. That's what separates us from the donkeys. Bandito, I think you'll like the thumbnail. I don't like to put in a lot of work into thumbnails. I know you're supposed to, but I can't do it on my iPhone. Like, it's tough. But I think you'll like the saying, Bandito. And in the video, I say, Joe Rogan, go ahead, make that a t-shirt. I say, hard times create easy grifts. And it's true, though. That's all I've seen. Donald Trump dropping a meme coin. People are grifting all over the place. CoffeeZilla on YouTube just made a video I didn't get to watch. Says the FBI disbanded their crypto department, that was going after crypto schemes. Zach, good morning from Croatia. Just mentioned Zach in Croatia. Holy shnikes. That's amazing. See what I'm talking about? This is so phenomenal. So phenomenal. That just made me so happy. I cannot believe that. Thank you for stopping by, Zach. I was just saying, that's one of the most amazing things about doing a live stream, is having people from all over the world stop by, stop in, check in. Stanley the Great. What's up, lad? I love that. Are you in the UK? I fucking love I love the UK, but there's... Oh, no, motherfucker. You're kidding me. That dude is so fucking lucky. I don't mean to swear, but he just pushed a cart and just pushed it out my car. He's still, I can't, I'm on a live stream, so I gotta be cool. I was just going to politely tell him that's not a nice thing to do, sir. I forgot I was streaming. Stanley, are you in the UK? Because one of my favorite things about the UK is they call people mad lads. It's so dumb, but it's so awesome. It's just a great little rhyme scheme. I wish I could use it. Bandito's my mad lad. Dakota Kid. I think this dude has gone off mid-grade hemp or something. Probably not supposed to do it all at his mom's. Wow. That's a funny comment, Dakota Kid. Keep them coming. I'm not in the UK. I'm Irish. Oh, all right. Sorry. Ireland says lads, too. I believe does Scotland say lads? I can't understand Scottish people. I've met a few of them, and they have the ones I met had such thick accents that it was dang near impossible. Just everything. I'd be like, excuse, can you just say it again? I felt so bad. I was like, I need a translator. But I do. I love lad, mad lad. And I love Stan Lee. We also call our friends or a person lad. Yeah. Stanley, have you ever seen Derry Girls? It's a show about free dairy, free London dairy. And I forget who wrote it. Sorry. The woman who wrote it and created the show is a brilliant writer. But it's basically, about the whole Irish being oppressed by the English, but it's a comedy and coming of age comedy about these girls. It's called Derry Girls. It's a brilliant show, and I really, really love it. Alma, you like it? Yeah. Derry Girls is so amazing. Maybe my brain is fried from editing for 9 hours, but I also could not understand Dakota Kid's comment. Yeah, my brain is fried, man. If you're just joining, I've been editing for 14 hours now, like nonstop. Like I have a migraine. Oh, Zach, does Croatia have relaxed gun laws? What are the gun laws in Croatia? What are the gun laws in Ireland? Stanley. You haven't seen it? I would suggest it if you can get it on Netflix there. It's just a great comedy show, but the Irish part of it is outstanding too. Do we need a translator? Zach, if you're still in here, what are the gun laws in Croatia? I'd love to know that. Bandito, see, Bandito should be my producer. Hit subscribe and the notification bell. We need to get my subs up and my watch time up so I can get some money into this channel and I can hire Bandito as a producer. I could get a little studio. I would love that. I think me and Bandito could give Sam Cedar and the Majority Report a little run for the money. But I would like to know that. What? Stanley, what are the gun laws in Ireland? We don't have relaxed gun laws, but almost nobody owns a gun here. No, I'm not kidding. So the gun laws, I'm guessing, are pretty restrictive. Do you know what it takes to get a gun in Croatia? That's a fascinating thing. And I love that. Massachusetts has strict gun laws, and we're one of the safest states when it comes to stuff like that. I know there was something that happened at FSU. I literally know nothing besides it was a MAGA, another white supremacist terrorist, domestic dude. And of course, they'll who knows, they'll probably fucking pardon him. I didn't really get to read much about it, just seeing headlines and stuff. Thank you, Solus or Bandito. Hold, let me switch to my mod account. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Just put them out for a day or whatever. Get them out of here. But yeah, this is the other fascinating thing. And that's where I would like this show to go. I'd like this show to go where I have a studio. Bandito and Solus can help me produce, but we can get people to join in. That's something I daydream about, like having a computer where people could, you know, Zach is in Croatia, and if he stopped by, we could just get him up on the screen if he wanted to. He could keep the screen blacked out, and we could talk to him about what's going on in Croatia, you know, what the laws are. I love that, having people real time across the world being able to comment on things. I think that is just brilliant, you know. So that's where I would like the channel to go. Sorry again that this isn't much news commentary today. Normally, Monday through Fridays, I'm doing news commentary, but I've been editing a video. Hopefully, as long as it gets through the YouTube restrictions, I will give it away. If you make it 22 minutes into the video, there is a scene from Tommy Boy that I put in there. One of my favorite scenes from Tommy Boy, the movie with Chris Farley. So I'm very worried about that getting through the YouTube thing. So I hid some things at the end. There's an infomercial thing. I love to hide stuff at the end. So if you watch the video I'm about to release, if you watch it in its entirety and you get to like 20 minutes in, that's where the gems are, where I slip some things in there. I don't want to edit them out, but you know, you got to put it through the YouTube process where it tells you like, oh, you know, you got restrictions or whatever. I'm hoping it gets through. We'll see. I do not want to edit it for another day and have to release it tomorrow. But that's what I'm going to be doing when I get back home. Since the war back in the 90s, guns are a no-go, and people brought all the guns to the local police office. That's amazing to know. Zach, did you know that the war in the 90s, that's Nirvana, and they're recorded in an interview where Chris Novoselic is part Croatian. Chris Novoselic, the bassist for Nirvana, was Croatian. So when that war was going on in the 90s, they were donating the money they were making at shows to help to fund relief efforts, which I always thought was amazing. So just so you know, if people say, oh, Nirvana wasn't political, they very much were. They were very, and again, politics is everything, from the speed you drive on the highway to, you know, what you're allowed to say or what you're allowed to do in society, who you're allowed to marry. Everything is politics. Everything you do, the governing body is politics. So we all have to talk about politics. If you're not paying attention, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. Bandito. Zach, you knew that about Nirvana. That's awesome. Hey, Dustball, let me guess you hate the police. Hey, Dustball. I am French. Do your ASMR. You speak French. I don't. I wish I spoke French. Hey, Dustball. I'm guessing you hate the police. Pleasure to meet you. That is so funny. I don't think I've been called the Dustball before. That's a good one. Random! If you like Tim Robinson comedy, you get that. Random! We gotta find the guy who did this. Okay. Shh. I keep forgetting I'm live streaming. I think I'm like hanging out. Hey, Mr. Holmes, let me guess. You're the fastest bootlicker this side of the Mississippi. Retired Elio? What's a retired Leo? My aunt is a sergeant, police, tri-state transit authority. Was that a transit? I got cops in my family, and I don't like the police. I think most of their power is used in corrupt ways. I think they're oppressive force. I think their origins have a horrendous story. I don't like that the police are unionized and they have one of the strongest unions in the country, but they go along with the agenda and they just follow orders when they break up strikes and arrest workers. So there's a lot of grievances that I have, Stephen. And if you are one of those people who can just go, nope, I just back the blue no matter what, then that's fucked thinking. That's what I'll say. Because if you can support your union and then turn around and go, but we're going to break up this one. We're going to break up this union and arrest these people because our corporate owners told us to, and we're going to arrest these people who are fighting to have a union, then, you know, that's scumbaggery. What's up, Emily? You don't know anything about the police because you never were one. Oh, don't worry. I've had plenty of encounters with the police. I'm a drug war veteran, okay? Drug war veteran right here. Are you a current Crazy how many people getting offended with small things. All the small things. If Law and Order was not here, we'd be in a lot of shit. Yeah, because we have a Law and Order right now. Who the fuck? You guys are funny. Sometimes you guys are funnier than I am. Gaming VR. Watching the news from your country here in Croatia, I always get shocked at how your police officers treat some people. Well, that's the thing. Police officers are trained to think they're always under attack, and they have far too much liberty to say, I feel threatened. It's like that. It always reminds me, if you've seen the South Park episode, right? South Park episode where they go, all you have to do is yell, they're coming straight for us, and you can shoot them when they're talking about hunting. This guy has no idea. He doesn't know what it's like to patrol housing projects. What are you talking about? That doesn't, see, this is what I mean. You take that as some shield. You use it like your badge, as a shield for any kind of critique. And what I'm saying is like, bro, we're not talking about patrolling housing projects. We're talking about people that are getting pulled over for like speeding and then shot, which happens in America all the time. We're talking about the mistreatment of people who have not been found guilty yet. Like, that's what I mean. This is just ignorance. And it's sad that you're a former cop displaying this ignorance. I can have conversations with the police, okay? I've had many. But I don't like when they use one thing. It's like people who are like, you know, you've never patrolled a housing project. And then they apply it to everything. It's like, if you can't tell the difference between patrolling a housing project, a very dangerous area, and a speed stop or something that's not a fucking death penalty charge. If you can't discern those two and you're always frightened and terrified, you are not equipped to be a police officer. And that, I think, is, you know, one of the most basic things, that there should be more evaluations, more psychological training, more compassion and empathy training. Because when I read stories about cops shooting kids with autism or stuff like that, or killing them or choking them out, it is the most repulsive thing to think that those are the people who are supposed to protect and serve our community. And I'm not saying it's all of them. Again, I have family members. I know cops. There are a lot of people who are out there trying to do an ethical and have compassion with it. But I don't like that defense of like, well, when you patrol a dangerous area, everyone's trying to kill. It's like, yes, it's discernment. There are certain times where you have to have discernment, where you know you're going into a dangerous area. What I'm talking about is the abuses outside of that. But more importantly, what bugs me too is the corruption. You are literally wasting time you can be spent with a therapist. And that's the thing, you know? It's man, it's just, you know, I don't think we should have militarized police. That's the other thing. But again, the proof is in like the facts of it. You know, when there are less weapons around, less violence happens, less deathly violence happens. But oh, Staten Island. What's up? Where are you from? Great Kills? Income is no relevance, you know? I mean, really. Wow. I love to stay in chat more, but it's 2:40 a.m. Oh my God, Croatia, it's 2:40 a.m. I thought you said good morning like it was like 7 in the morning. Thank you for stopping by, Zach. Zach, we got to have you on again. Steven, let me ask you, even if I did DoorDash for a living, what does that mean? I want you to explain this. I love when people say shit like this, because this is the mentality. This is why I do my live stream, to fight this mentality. So, Steven, if I did DoorDash for a living, what does that mean? Answer. Like, follow it up. He probably does DoorDash for a living. So what does that mean? Because right now you're exemplifying exactly what people don't like about the police. Because you're saying you're a cop, and then you say comments like, he probably does DoorDash for a living. So, am I expendable? Am I not a human? Do I not deserve respect? You should have a career. So, if you don't have a career, what? Say what you're thinking. Stop hiding behind these other fucking, like, you should have a career. Say what you're thinking. What if I don't have a career, Steven? I'm not even going to go into like, anything with him. I'd rather play this game. If I don't have a career, what? What? Finish that. Finish your sentence. If you don't have a career, what? What, Steven? Come on, answer. I'm giving you time. I always thought most people that called me for domestic violence issues were dirtbags. Again, you're not answering what I said. If I don't have a career or if I DoorDash for a living, what? Because you're insinuating that I'm less of a human, that I don't deserve respect, that I shouldn't be able to Like, finish your statement. If you don't have a career, you're mad. See, I think you're withholding your real feelings because I called you out on it. Because this is the problem. There are cops that go out there and go, oh, this guy fucking DoorDashes, fuck him. And it's like, Steven, the sad thing is I made much more money than you in my career. And private equity came in and decimated my career. And I lost my job and I lost everything. And for almost 10 years now, I've struggled and I've hardly got by. And people like you that fucking think, that it's cool to shit on people when they're vulnerable are scumbags. Never mind your profession, but the fact that you're supposed to protect and serve and love the community that you serve shows me so much about your character. And this is exactly why I love doing these live streams, because I hope you learn something. I hope I plant a seed in your mind that it doesn't matter. There are disabled people. There are people that can't work. There are people that get injured and can't work. I'm sure some of your fallen officer friends are like that. I'm sure you don't think they're assholes or less of a human because they don't have a career anymore. Stop being a tough guy in here, okay? My policy is the people that are having the hardest time and the most vulnerable, the people who got laid off because corporate just wanted to eradicate their job and had to restructure their whole life after spending 20 years making a living at something that was their profession. Those are the people that you should have compassion for. And I don't give a fuck if somebody DoorDashes or they sweep floors. They should be able to live a decent life in this country. And it is just incredible to me, the fucking arrogancy and the ego on some people to think that, well, I did this and I had a career, so those people are not good people. Your parents raised you wrong. That's all I'll say. Your parents raised you wrong, and they're probably very disappointed. They could be shitty people too. Yeah, that makes more sense. Shitty people. It's just like hurt people hurt people. Shitty people make shitty people. Yeah, I think that's it. So, Steven, that's the thing. I don't play games. You can win all you want, but we all die. No one's taking the money with it. My whole purpose on this earth is to try to make people who are suffering have a voice, have to suffer less. I've suffered so much in my life that I could never turn around and see somebody who's going through that and be like, less of a person. That's my purpose on this earth, okay? Yours is to win, I guess. You're probably a trumper too, which is the dumbest thing, because it's like, you don't win at life. You understand that? I think it was Van Wilder who said some shit about that, You better not take life too seriously, because nobody gets out of it alive. So you don't win at life. We all eventually lose this game. It's, do you make it better for the community around you? Are you helping to push it better for those who are less fortunate, for the most marginalized in our society, for the people who can't speak out, too scared to speak out, who, have been damaged and hurt and vulnerable? Those are the fucking people that I'm trying to fight for. I might have not have met you, I might know you very well, but it doesn't matter to me, because when the powerful, like the police, the people who have all the power, are ready to take your humanity, other people have to stand up. I forget who it was. Was it Jefferson or Abraham Lincoln? When the powerful become tyrannical, it is our duty to fucking undo that and to stand against it. So I gotta go though. I gotta go do some stuff. So the Penny Pinchers DIY. I like it. I love that name. Are you a YouTube creator? I haven't read your comment. Hold on. Steven, you came to a measuring contest with absolutely nothing. Apparently, when you grew up, you didn't learn anything either. He's doing a job that a lot of people appreciate. I wish the rest of humanity would join in your endeavors. Bravo, sir. Fail troll. All right, sorry, I didn't get to read too many of the comments. But I appreciate people stopping by. I didn't have any news. I'm trying to release a video. I got to go grab some stuff before stores close. I'm not rich, so Steven doesn't think I deserve to eat. But if you're struggling, I'm standing with you, okay? Much love. Tomorrow will be a better day. And to all the oppressors out there, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. To everybody who wants to poo-poo on other people and think they're less human, I'll just say, my friend Karma likes to come when you're least expecting. All right, guys. Bandito, CJ, Solus, I love you. M, I love you. I got to go. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have a video hopefully coming tonight. Hopefully, we'll see. I've been working for so long on this. I've been editing so long. So much love, much respect. Even to you, Steven. You might not deserve it, but you still are human. Even though you haven't earned it, you still get it. Oh, and that's a tough one. That's the one Jesus keeps trying to teach me, and I keep telling him that's hard as fuck. All right, peace.